Now we're going to learn how to do loft. So in order to loft, what we're going to do is we're going to work on our lid again. So I'm going to double click on the lid. I'm working within the puzzle cube assembly, puzzle cube block assembly, and I'm going to double click so that I'm working browser editing, working in the lid. You could also open the part that's just the lid. So what I'm going to do now is create a sketch on top of this one. We're going to learn how to loft. Let me turn this back around. And what I'm going to do is put, and I'm going to choose a rectangle. You could choose any shape you want. I'm just going to make one, and I'm going to make it 1.5 by 1.5. And again, I'm going to center it by making these two midpoints horizontal, and I'll make these two midpoints vertical. You could do that by using dimensioning as well. This is just, to me, faster. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish that sketch. I'm not going to do anything with it right now. I'm going to put another plane on top of this other one, and I'm going to offset it. I'm going to offset it 0.15 up above the other one. I'm going to put a sketch on top of that new work plane, turning it around, and I'm going to put another rectangle inside this one, and I'm going to make it 0.75 I'm sorry, by 0.75, and again I'm going to make sure it's centered. It's by lining up the come on, where's that little point? I'll do it this one. All right, that one, and then vertical here, this one, and this. So I've just made it centered. And then I'm going to finish that sketch, and I'm going to do one more. I'm going to put on one more plane, and I'm going to click this and drag up 0.15 again. Put one more sketch plane on top of that. I'm going to turn it around, and what I'm going to do this time is project the geometry for this larger, for this one that I did the previous sketch, so I don't even have to redo anything. Now I'm going to finish that sketch, and if you look at it, you can see here's the initial sketch, here's the middle plane, the top plane. What we're going to do is loft. We're going to choose to loft, and what we're going to do is we're going to add, we could subtract, we'll learn how to do an intersect later in the year. Click to add a sketch. Well, the sketch that I want to add is that first one. I can hover over this, and that's it. And what I want to actually choose is this. So I select that square. The next sketch that I want to add is this sketch that's in the middle. And what I want to add, you can see a preview of what it's doing. What I want to do now is choose this, and then click to add, and the final sketch is right here, and I want to choose, let's see, did it already pick it? Yes, it did. It automatically chose it. So it chose that square, and I can say OK. And now I'm going to take the visibility off of these work planes so that you can see what it has done. It started with that larger rectangle, came up and extruded to the smaller rectangle, and then increased again in size. That is if you click 3 in a row. You can put multiple ones. You can put more than that. Just to show you what would happen, I'm going to delete the loft, but I'm going to keep the sketches. You can also do it one step at a time, and I'm going to show you the difference in how it looks. So if I go to Loft and I go to this sketch, and then I click to add, and I go to the middle one, that sketch, and say OK. Then I can loft again, and I'm going to click to add. I can go to the top of this and click to add and go to this, and when I say OK, notice the difference. It isn't as smooth and curved as it was the previous time. It's more squared off. The edges, the angles are sharp. So I kind of prefer the other one for my design. You may do whatever you choose, so I'm just choosing back till I get back to this. If you look at it, you can see the difference. See, that is rounded off. It makes it a smoother curved kind of a look to it. And that is how you loft. I'm going to save, hit return. That saved the part. Now I'm going to save the assembly. And that's the end of the lesson on loft.